Hello and welcome back to Raccoon Justice, where justice done the Raccoon way is the only way to do justice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and if you're not new, thank you for returning. Please remember you can also join the channel for a range of excellent perks by clicking the join button below. It really does help me out. And let's get right into another video. Today we've got an interesting one. This is probably the most interesting video I've done in a long time. And I've done a lot of interesting videos. No, I haven't. I've done some videos. Interesting or not, we're all here for one purpose, and that is to talk about family vlogging and other anomalies of YouTube and the internet, and to try and stop the child exploitation and other forms of exploitation. So, without further ado, let's get right into this one, which is going to be an absolute cracker. Please believe me on this one. If you never believe me again, this one's going to blow your socks off. I hope. And I hope I've not bigged it up too much. But here we go. We're going to be talking about money. Not my money, not your money. Specifically the Ingham's money. But, break that down a little bit further, we're going to be talking about the money which is owed to the kids. Now, if you didn't already understand, the children are employees of their company, the Ingham Family Limited company. So, every time they appear in a vlog, it's work, right? Now, it's difficult to gauge how much each appearance is worth, or how much they should be paid per hour, or anything like that. Very difficult, but I've come up with a system, a way. Every time they appear in a vlog, or every time they're working, they should be paid a wage, right? I've worked out how much each individual child should be paid. Back pay, well, technically it should be going into their savings accounts, which we're assured by Chris and Sarah that each child has their own savings, and when they reach 18, it's theirs, right? Chris, Sarah have told us this a few times in the past. So, who am I not to believe them, right? I've gone through every single video, painstakingly as it was, so you don't have to. Not that you would ever think about actually doing such a thing, but I got my calculator out and I typed in the figures and I came up with the figures. So please watch, because it was a lot of numbers, and my eyes are really fuzzy now, and like all I can see are numbers in front of my eyes. So okay, so before we get into it, there are a number of ground rules. Well, not ground rules, they are like assumptions, shall we say, right? Because a lot depends on how much they earned per vlog, right? Obviously, we're not ever going to be privy to that. So that is an assumption. I've figured out how much I think that they will have made. It may be less and it may be more, but I think I've come up with a happy medium. I'm aware that some vlogs none of the children appeared in, like some of the questions and answer videos and such. But bear in mind that if it wasn't for the kids, those two would not have a channel in order to make that money off from. Okay, so the other assumption is that I'm aware that certain kids have appeared more frequently in videos and have been clickbaited more, and probably, to be fair, probably deserve the larger share of the money. But for fairness sakes, I'm splitting it, right? Because I'm fair. Most people would probably agree that Isabelle has been majorly clickbaited throughout her whole life on YouTube, and most disgustingly so. But that being said, I'm still splitting it. The other thing that we are taking into account is the fact that Mila was only born last year, so she only gets a share of the vlogs since she was born. So you've got, since Mila was born, every vlog since then is split 5 ways between the 5 kids. Jace is only 3 years old, so every vlog between the time Jace was born and the time that Mila was born, the money gets split 4 ways. And anything before Jace was born, all that money gets split 3 ways. Okay, this is fair, and this is the lengths I've gone to work this one out. And the other thing, I know I'm going on, and we haven't even got into the figures yet, but it's important that everybody knows how I've worked it out, and that I've done it in the fairest way possible, so you know the figures that come up are based on what they're based on. One final thing is that the birthday vlogs, the birthday morning opening present vlogs that they do every single birthday for every single child, every single penny made off that child I've given to that particular child, because they are the only star of that particular video, and they deserve it for their entire birthday being clickbaited and exploited. Finally, because I am fair, Chris and Sarah, right? Sarah does do some of the work. She works like she's the star of the show, didn't you know? And Chris does the editing. So I've split their percentage between them to 10%. That's 5% each. And Chris and Sarah, I'm being very generous. Shall we get right into it? If you've got this far, thank you. Oh, the one major thing I forgot to mention is that the amount that I'm using to work this out is a £7 RPM, which is your revenue per mil, right? So for every 1,000 views, £7 earned. That's after YouTube take their cut. Now, sometimes it will be more and sometimes it will be less, but in general, I think that's quite a happy medium. I base that off of really the amount that I see that I make, and I know that they will make more. And certainly back in the day when they were really making a lot of money, they will have been on a higher rate probably than they are now. So I think it's quite fair. Okay, so again, take these, let's get into it before you nod off. Right, so we're going to start with Mila. She's only been in this world since last July, and since then she's had 2 major milestones, which is her birth, because I'm giving her the money that she made off her birth, which, you know, I think is fair. And that reached 349,000 views times by 7. That's 349 times by 7, incidentally. And that equals £2,410 £43 for that one vlog alone. She's also appeared in the Christmas special of 2021, and she made her share, split 5 ways. She made £1,038. The daily vlogs since she was born, the daily vlogs have equaled, there's been 24 million views since she's been born. And also bear in mind that this does not include vlogs that they have removed or were forced to remove. As we know, there are some. So, you know, it could be more, but this is what it is. 24 million views, split 5 ways, and that is 24000 times by 7 divided by 5, and that equals £30,240. So add all those 3 figures together. Mila's current lifetime total is £33,721. That's not bad for someone who's not even one. £33,000 Mila's earned, and should be in her kitty right about now, waiting for her. And that'll only grow, you know, as the vlogs go, days go. By the time she's 18, she'll have made a few quid more than that. It's alright, isn't it? Jace. Now, Jace has been alive for 3 years. So we grab all his birthdays. He's had 3. Well, he's had a birth. He's had a first, second, and third. So that's actually 4 in total. And you add all those together. Jace's birth was 916. His birthdays were 246, 156, and 99. Times them all by 7. And that gives you a grand total for Jace's birthdays even, of £9,919. His Christmases, which include Christmas of 2019, 20 and 21, his share divided by 4 was 13,113. And the daily vlogs, since Jace came into this world, daily vlogs were, right, since Jace was born, there's been a total of 117.5 million views between the time Jace and Mila were born. There's 117,500 times by 7 divided by 4, and then you add on to that the 24 million views since Mila was born. So that's 24000 times by 7 divided by 5, because it's split between 5, and that equates to a grand total of daily vlog earnings for Jace is £215,302. The grand total of his birthdays, Christmases, and daily vlogs, he has earned £238,334. That is huge for Jace. Huge. Isla, the 3 eldest, have been vlogging since 2016. So this is where the excitement comes into big figures now, right? And I almost don't want to tell Chris and Sarah these figures. I really don't. You've got to wait for this. I almost don't want to tell them. I really don't. It's frightening. Okay, so you've got Isla's birthdays. She's had since her 4th birthday. Her 4th birthday was the first one. What's she now? 10. She's had 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th birthdays, all online, all made money. Right, so going from the first one, 2.5 million, 2.3 million, 1.3 million, 566,000, 358,000, 571,000 and 224,000. Add all those together, times them by 7. You get a grand total for her birthdays alone of £54,733. Now, Christmases, she is involved in all the Christmases since they started. That's 2016 right through to 2021. Now, bear in mind the first Christmas reached 64 million views. This is frightening. Okay. I've got this down as £448,000 between all the vlog made, right? And which split 3 ways, as it was back then, £149,333 each. I just wanted to point that one out in particular. But if we add up all her Christmases, you've got 64 million, 10 million, 4 million, 5.4 million, 1.5 million, and 742,000 views. Bear in mind the first 3 are split 3 ways, and then 2019-20 are split 4 ways, and 21 is split 5 ways, and that gives Isla a grand total for her Christmases of £195,112. Gordon Bennett. That's a lot of money just on Christmases alone. But what about her daily vlogs? So the daily vlogs are everything up to Jace was born, are split 3 ways. Everything between Jace and Mila's births are split 4 ways, and everything since Mila was born is split 5 ways. Until Jace was born, they received 346.1 million views. Just in daily vlogs. And bear in mind, this is not including Christmases and birthdays. This is extras. So you take 346 million, times that by 7. You then take the between Jace and Mila's births is 117.5 million, times that by 7. From Mila's birth until now, that's 24 million, times that by 7. And obviously divide the first amount by 3, divide the second amount by 4, and divide the third amount by 5. Giving Isla a grand daily vlogging total since they started that they have to pay Isla in daily vlogs alone £942,112. Add those 3 figures up, it equals, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Chris and Sarah, are you ready for this? £1,191,957. Did you take that in? £1.1 million Isla should have in her bank account waiting for her when she turns 18. And she's still got 8 years left of vlogging. That could very well go up a lot. Now on to Esme. Bear in mind that the 3 girls, the 3 eldest, will all be the same for Christmas and daily vlogs. So again, Esme's Christmas is 195,112. Her daily vlogs are 942,112, And her birthday vlogs, they come to, she's been clickbaited and had to work on her birthday since she was 7. So that's 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th. That's 7 birthdays, the last 7. She's had 10 million views, 2.2 million, 4.1 million, 1.2 million, 506,000, 319,000, 111,000. So you add all those up and times them by 7. Total for birthdays, 129,052 pounds. So add that up. 129 and 52, 195, 112, 942, 112. Add those 3 figures up. It equals 1,266,276 pounds. Over 1.2 million pounds for Esme. What about Isabelle? Oh, clickbaiteth one. Right. Isabelle, again, her dailies and Christmases will be the same as both Isla and Esme. And so that's Christmas, £195,112. Dailies, £942,112. And her birthdays, she's been clickbaited since she was 11. She's had her 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th birthdays clickbaited. That's 6 in total. And those birthdays have had 21 million, 6.1 million, 920,000, 1.1 million, 706,000, 323,000. And you add all those figures up, times them by 7, and that gives Isabelle a grand total for her birthday flogging of £211,043. So add all those up, 211 and 43 plus 195, 112, 942, 112. The grand total for Isabelle that she has earned in wages over the course of the 6 years or so they've been online, £1,348,267. 1.3 million pounds. Oh my gosh. So the total that Chris and Sarah owe their kids and should be in their bank account, so fair play to them if it is, because I'll admit I was wrong if but the total is £4,078,555. That's how much in wages you owe your children, and that is not including the other channels, the iFam extras, or the modelling of the iFam merch, doing extra little bits here and there. Everything else that's been flogged of them, that's not including that. So this is possibly a conservative estimate, but that's insane. That is a lot of money over the lifetime of your channel, Chris, Sarah. One slight caveat to those figures that they've earned is the dreaded tax that they have to pay on top of that. Obviously, the more money you make, the more you have to pay to the Inland Revenue. and because they earn so much money, it's the higher tax band, which so I've worked it out and I'll let you know the figures here. Mila doesn't have to pay too much, but she comes out with £16,921 after tax. Jace comes out with £148,027 after tax. Isla comes out with £675,645 after tax. Esme comes out with £716,520 after tax. And Isabelle has a grand total of £761,615 after tax. Still a mighty amount of money that they've earned out of their lives. They probably would have preferred a bit of privacy, but the money I'm sure will come in handy when they leave school without any education. And just for those that are interested, the amount that Chris and Sarah, between them, have made over the course of their channel, given them the 10% between them, that's 5% each. Between them, they've made approximately £340,000 over the 6 years. But you divvy that up two ways. That's 170,000. So 170,000 divided by 6. Yeah, it's probably about a wage, So was it worth it, Chris? It wasn't really worth it, was it? So I keep tabs on this, everybody. This is how much they should pay. If it's not this amount, if it's nothing like this amount in terms of money, because obviously I don't have access to how much they've actually made, so they may have made less, but it gives you an idea, and obviously there will be questions over who deserves what, and you could delve into it further and say that like Isabelle deserves more for this vlog because she was pimped out, or Isla deserves more for this vlog because she was forced to cry on camera, and things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think Chris and Sarah would argue that they deserve no more than 10%, because it's not them that's been flogged, is it? And being forced to work underage. So I'll leave you with that. Please give that some thought, everybody. I think I've done a good job. I tried to break it down as much as I possibly could. Please remember to come back again tomorrow and see what I have for you then. And please don't forget to have a lovely day. Like this video, give it a massive thumbs up, comment everything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Take care and bye bye. Thank you so much to all my channel members: Kelly XX, Supergirl Fan, Butterfly 0111X, Sam, Granny Cake, Layla 68, Hayley Billington, My One Hollywood, soon to be Mrs. B, Reborn 1988, Paul, Caroline Page, Jim Jam, Vicky Mumma 4XX, Joanne C, Jude Lyons 1, Kirsty Reed, Tracy Jordan, Linda Spence and Cam K. Thank you all so much for all your support.